that's absolutely right. You know, again, all the attention this year has been on Westwood. Westwood really had set it on Greg Warren and the outstanding pass it deserves, all the accolades he's received so far. But the attention is all gone to Greg, and we'll pick this up right after our national anthem. Come on, Roger, big foot.
Okay, the trophy.
Trophy at the end of the band's halftime presentation.
Yep.
The Holliston, obviously, Holliston has it now. To announce, we're going to meet the guy with the trophy, fifth midfield, and just make a couple of comments about the winning team will be presented the trophy
at halftime.
at the end of the game.
Okay.
I'll give it to Westwood at the end of the halftime if you want.
Okay, no problem.
All right?
We'll take care of you.
After the band.
Okay. Okay, and we're about to start here, ladies and gentlemen. Kicking off number 34, Dan Baresi. And that is number 15, Marcus Despinoza with the ball. Marcus, only a junior, up to around the 30-yard line before he's finally brought down. Nice return by Marcus. And Dan is going to be crazy getting everything in today.
Yeah, it's a busy day. A lot of things going on here in the booth. A lot of things going on that field. Westwood comes right out in a hurry. No huddle. They're not even going to let Holliston get themselves set. We'll set that offense for you as soon as we can.
Greg Warren, the quarterback, the Division IV leading quarterback, throwing more touchdown passes at this point of the season than anybody else, having thrown 28, needing 3 to tie for the Division IV record. Pass intended for Walter Burrow, incomplete.
Roger, surprise, surprise. Westwood comes out throwing the ball. And Greg got a pretty stiff wind in his face he's going to have to contend with. The wind kicked up about an hour ago, and it hasn't let up at all. So it's going to be interesting to see. Greg does have that strong arm. Let me set that offense for you.
Go right ahead.
At guard is Mike Shea, the tackle, Brad Pindell. Steve Lund at center. Tom Murray is the other tackle. Paul Campanelli is a guard. Tight end is Tom Bean. Greg Warren, the quarterback. Fred Jacobson and Walter Burrell. Behind him, wide receivers are Craig Dalrymple and Brian Narciso.
And Dalrymple and Narciso have had a heck of a season, receiving most of those touchdown passes from Greg Warren. And we have a Holliston recovery of a Westwood fumble.
Well, Rog, if you're Holliston, you come into this game a big underdog. Now, what you want to look for is turnovers and taking advantage of them. Well, they got their first break right there. You want to try and make them happen. And that's a big turnover early. Now we're going to have to see what Holliston can do with that and see what the Westwood defense can do.
And it'll be 1st and 10 for Holliston from Westwood's 34-yard line.
1st and 10 for Holliston from Westwood's 34.
Didn't plan on setting a defense play in this quick, but...
Really? Holliston quarterback is fumble! Recovers his own fumble, number 17, Doug Carroll. And on a day like today, with as cold as it is here, I tell you, up here in the booth, Dan, my hands are already numb, and we're pretty well dressed for this weather.
You got gloves on, though.
I know, but they're still freezing. On a day like today, these guys are going to drop the ball pretty frequently, I would think.
That Westwood defense. 56, defenseman is Mike Shea. 59, Brad Pindell. 66, Rob Sweeney. 53, Bruce McKinnon. We'll set the rest in just a minute.
On the play, we have the number 28, I believe it was, Eric Nelson, captain, with the ball. Gain of about 7 on the play.
Roger, Holliston's game plan coming in this game is ball control. They want to control the ball, keep the ball out of Greg Warren's hands, and just play power football. They got some big boys up front, and if they're successful, it could be a long day for these Wolverines.
Is that a wishbone, Dan, that they're running with? Eric Nelson, the ball carrier again. Go ahead.
They're running a wishbone, Rod, but it's just power football. They're just running the fullback right off tackle.
Nelson, tackled by Tom
The rest
Bean.
of that defense is 88, Paul Thurman, 44, Tom O'Leary, 51, Ron Fiore. Cornerback is 41, Brett Jacobson, Marcus Despinosa, number 15, a strong safety. Free safety 87, Tom Bean, and Mike Kane, number 42, is the other cornerback.
And we got a 1st and 10 for Holliston from Westwood's 23-yard line. And that's number 22 with the ball. That's Chris Camuso, who recovered Westwood's fumble to give Holliston the possession. Camuso, the ball carrier.
Walter Burley in a linebacker position did a good job of getting right to the point of attack. Right to that hole. There was a small hole there quickly, but he was quick to plug it up. Able to stop for really just a short game.
We have Holliston 2nd and 8 there at the just inside the 20-yard line of Westwood.
Again, Roger, you can see it's just power football. They go to a wishbone some plays, another play they kind of just do a variation. They'll put just a power slot, power right, and an I formation. Just hand it off to the fullback and try and bruise up for 4 or 5 yards.
Eric Nelson carried the ball again, and that's about 3rd and 5 now, we'll call it. Maybe a long 5, short 6. It's official now, it's 3rd and 5. Tell you, this booth gets crazy on Thanksgiving Day. Number 32, the ball carrier, is Bob Morse. Snuffed out pretty good.
Roger, that's a kid, number 42, Mike Kane, who's just gotten better and better every single game. Every day the kid just gets better. Made a super play on that. Good force by the defensive end, and Mike just came up and made his stop, setting up a 4th and about 4.
And we're going to have a field goal attempt here by number 34, Dan Baresi, and he was kicking them pretty good in practice. Holding will be number 1, Todd Kelly. And it's a bad snap, but the kick is up, and it is going to be good. Holliston leading here, 3-0 on a bad snap. They still got the kickoff. Kick is good. Westwood down to Holliston, 3-0.
Well, Roger, if you're Holliston, all you want to do is when you get a turnover like that, convert it into points. 3 points, 6 points, 7 points. They're able to get 3, and they go up 3-0 early.
And that got a little bit of legs from the wind. He had the wind at his back. They might have made it without the wind anyway, but it was still a little bit of help.
Roger, you know, when you look back at the final score, it's 3 points. Whether they made it by 30 yards or made it by half an inch.
That's it. That's it.
Points are points.
Kicking off will be number 34, Dan Baresi. Kicking off number 34, Dan Baresi. Back deep. Brett Jacobson, number 41. 15, Marcus Despinosa. Brett Jacobson with the ball. Brett's up to his 10, to his 15, and he's going to be stopped by number 32, Bob Morse, and there's a flag on the play.
Watch, could be a clip.
Brett Jacobson, the ball carrier, stopped by Morse. We have a flag on the play.
When the flag comes from the referee upfield and he throws it back into play, and that's what it is. Indication is a clip against Westwood. It's going to put them deep in their own territory.
Westwood is the call.
And Roger, just a little note on offense. Greg Warren has something to prove against this Holliston team. He came in last year. He rushed for -2 yards, was intercepted once, and didn't throw a touchdown. And, you know, Holliston last year upset the Wolverines 12-9.
Good point, Dan. I'm sure you'll have a lot of those to share with us today. Huh? And that's Walter Burrow rushing the ball right up the middle, brings it up to about the 15-yard line.
That's something, Rod, that's going to have to be established today is the running game. They come in with a very well-known passing game. Everyone knows the abilities of Greg Warren, but the running game has been rather overshadowed. Walter Burrow and Brett Jacobson, without a doubt, one of the best combinations in the Tri-Valley League, and they're going to have to do their work today, especially with this stiff breeze in their face.
All right, and we've got 2nd and 7 here for Westwood. 2nd and 3, rather. And it looks Walter Burrow with the ball again, maybe a yard. No, they're going to be losing a yard, so make it 3rd and 6.
Roger, right now the momentum is with Holliston. The field position is with Holliston. If Westwood isn't able to get a first down here, maybe a couple more, they might find themselves in a hole for a long time because a punt into this wind, and Holliston is still going to get good field position. Big play here early for the Wolverines.
Yep, Greg Warren throwing into the wind on this play. There he sets up into the pocket, under pressure, gets the ball off, and it's complete to number 87, Tom Bean, and that's going to be a first down. Tom Bean with the reception, first down, Westwood.
Roger, all year long, Greg Warren's been receiving laurel after laurel. He's just getting so much publicity. But you know, great quarterbacks are made by their ability, but also great receivers. And he's got quite a clear receiver. He just laid it up there, and Tom Bean went and got it. That's what a good receiver does, goes and gets the ball.
And Tom Bean hasn't gotten enough of the credit this year. I mean, Dalrymple and Narciso, rightfully so, have been getting a lot of the ink. But Tom's been doing a heck of a job, too. And we got a 1st and 10 here for Westwood from their 32-yard line. Big play there. And that's Walter Burrow with a hole! And Walter could go all the way! No, he's going to be stopped by number 32, Bob Morse. What a great run by Walter! Walter Burrow, the ball carrier, stopped by number 32, Bob Morse. First down, Westwood.
Roger, they need a big play. They got it right there. And I'll tell you, there's only one kid on the field, Bob Morse, the state 100 yards dash champion, who was going to catch Walter to that play.
That's it. He was the only one. You're right.
Well, this is just what Westwood needed, is to come out and show that that was just a fluke, that last turnover.
That was the hole that you could drive the proverbial truck through. 1st and 10, Westwood. Now we are at Holliston's 30-yard line. We went from 30 to 30 on that play. Narciso in motion from left to right, handing the ball off to Walter Burrow again, and another nice hole in the middle. Walter brings it down inside the 20-yard line. That looks like it might be good enough for another first down. Walter Burrow with another first down for Westwood.
Roger, coming into the game, Walter Burrow, 78 rushes for 572 yards and 8 touchdowns. He's averaging over 7 yards per carry.
That's
and
great.
we can see why. He's got a great offensive line to run behind, and he's doing the job so far.
Well, I'm sure Holliston expected Westwood to throw more early on, but clearly they're running the ball very well, and that's going to be tackled by number 37, who I don't have on the roster. Walter Burrow carrying the ball. There'll be a loss of a couple of yards on that play.
Good job by Holliston defense to stretch that out just a little bit.
Walter Burrow carrying the ball. Stopped by number 37.
30 defensive end is Miles Robinson. Nose guard is Chris DeRura. Eric Green is the defensive tackle. 37 defensive end Mike Finley. 64 linebacker Bill Monahan will set the rest of that Holliston defense in just a moment.
We got a 2nd and 11 here for Westwood. Warren throwing over the middle. Intercepted by number 22, Camuso. No, 27 it looks like. He's going to have to be tackled by Greg Warren, taken it out of bounds at about the 42-yard line of Holliston. So Holliston steps in and breaks up this drive.
Well, Greg Warren looking for Tom being over the middle, and Tom fell down just as he released the ball. And Greg threw his 12th interception of the season. And the Holliston defense again comes up big. They got a turnover early. Now they get their 2nd turnover of the game.
Holliston will take over on downs, 1st and 10 from their 40. So 2 big plays by Holliston has stopped Westwood's progress, the fumble and the pass interception here. Westwood really hasn't had much trouble moving the ball. They just had trouble holding on to it. And that's Bob Morse, number 32, with the hole up the middle.
Roger, that play has been very successful for them all day long so far. It's just an off-tackle dive going to the weak side. And Westwood's going to have to make some kind of adjustment to stop that play, because you get Morse loose and there's no one's going to catch him from behind if he gets in the open field.
That's true. 2nd and about 4. Holliston is at their 46-yard line now. And I believe that was number 28, Eric Nelson, carrying the ball.
That Holliston offense is the offensive line. Jeff Flavey, number 77, tackle 75. Jonah Krager, center is Chris DeRura, 60, 57. Brian Reinhardt, 78. Offensive guard Eric Green. Tight end is 31, George Willith. 17, quarterback Doug Carroll will set the backfield and the receivers for you on the next play.
Todd Carroll, the quarterback for Holliston. Looking to pass. Over the middle, complete to number 28, and 28 is Eric Nelson.
The rest of that backfield is 32, Rob Morse, the halfback, 28 fullback Eric Nelson, 37 halfback Mike Finley, and Jeff Tolson is 27 wide receiver.
39-yard line.
That was a great play, Rod. The tight end just found that little C right behind the linebackers in that zone, and Cal did a good job of finding him.
Can't see who carried the ball that time. Waiting to see who comes up off the bottom of the pile.
It's Todd Carroll, Rod, he just on a quarterback keeper. Well, Rod, the Westwood defense has to make a stand here because so far they haven't proved to Holliston that they can stop them. And, you know, momentum and attitude is a big thing in the football game. Until you prove you can stop somebody, they're just going to keep coming at you with power football.
Okay, we got a second and about 5. We're at the 30-yard line of Westwood. Holliston with possession here. No score, Holliston leading 3-0 in this game. And that's number 32, Bob Morse with the ball in the middle off the tackle. Stopped by number 51, Ron Priori. Bob Morse carrying the ball, stopped by 51, Ron Priori. 3rd and 5 for Holliston, just inside Westwood's 29-yard line.
Holliston not making any secrets about what they plan to do here today.
And that looked like Morse with the ball again. Gain of a yard on the play, make it 2 yards, 4th and 2 to go for the first down. And we're at about the 27-yard line now, 26-yard line.
Well, they're going to be going for another field goal. It's going to be a 44-yard attempt. 44 yards with this win.
Timeout called by Holliston.
Yeah, I got that leg. I like to fake anyway, though.
34 attempting the field goal will be Dan Baresi.
You know, he's got the leg to get there, Raj. He's got a good wind behind him. But on a 4th and short, you've got to always be attuned to what could be a possible fake.
As always, Dan, a good point.
And he's picking up the tee.
They're maybe not going to go for the field
goal.
goal.
They're going to discuss just what they might want to do here.
Dan, in the crowd, walking by us now, Paul Dressens,
Yeah,
1984.
I saw Paul last night. Paul,
having a great year at Tufts.
Paul was voted the most valuable player in his conference this year, the ECAC.
More than once we've seen him in the Boston Globe sports section, his picture or his highlights.
He's another one who deserves everything he gets because that kid worked very hard. Unfortunately, he missed 2 seasons to injury, almost 2 complete seasons. Set the Tufts single-season rushing record this year. Rushed for over 1,000 yards. He's another one, Rudge, averaged over 7 yards a carry. Outstanding ball player.
He did everything for Westwood when he was here. And they're going to go for it. There's flags on the play. It looked like Holliston was attempting to draw Westwood off sides and get the first down that way. Flag on the play. Illegal procedure against Holliston.
Well, Rudge, that's kind of an embarrassing moment when the center forgets a snap count.
Yeah.
Everybody fired on 2 and the center was waiting for 3. The center and the quarterback were just standing there.
I can guarantee you he won't forget another count today. He'll hear about it. That'll make it 4th and about 7 for Holliston. Now they're back at Westwood's 31-yard line. And they're going to go for it. Rolling out. Throwing the ball incomplete to number 32, the intended receiver, Bob Morse. Carroll couldn't quite find him.
Well, Raj, Westwood is going to get the ball on downs.
Take over possession, 1st and 10 from the 32. And that penalty was a big break for Westwood. Hindsight being 20/20, Dan, maybe they should have gone for the field goal. 12 seconds left in the quarter. Holliston leading 3-0.
But Westwood dodged that bullet on that turnover. Holliston was moving the ball well. And now they're going to get the wind at their back at the end of as we change sides at the end of the first quarter.
And you know when they get the wind at their back, there will be a lot of passing going on the Westwood side. And that's Walterboro with the ball. Tripped up by number... we got a flag on the play.
We get a flag late, Raj.
Maybe a late hit.
It'd be a late hit or a face mask.
Flag on the play as Walterboro carried the ball. Have you any idea what that was, Dan?
That was a personal foul, dead ball, personal foul.
Dave Hunt, the official there, throwing a couple of unusual signals.
It's going to be a 15-yard. That's a big one, Raj.
Personal foul against Holliston, 15-yard penalty. First down, Westwood. That'll move Westwood up to the 47-yard line of Holliston, 1st and 10. And now we are at the end of the first quarter, Holliston leading 3-0. We'll be changing sides of the field. They won't have to move the ball too far. Westwood will now have the wind at their back. I'd like to remind you that the Boosters Club is having their 50-50 raffle today. Again, purchase a ticket from the Boosters Club for $1, and if your ticket is drawn, you will split the pot with the Boosters Club. Judging from the size of the crowd already here in attendance, you could be taking home at least $200 if your ticket is drawn. I'm sure guys have a tendency to block those out. All right, as we begin the second quarter here, Holliston leading Westwood 3-0. Westwood possession, 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line of Holliston. Handing the ball off to Walter Burl is Greg Warren. He'll bring it down to about the 45-yard line before being tackled by a host of Holliston players. Walter Burl carrying the ball. 2nd and 7 from the 45-yard line of Holliston. Second and 7. Warren from the shotgun, looking for Narciso! Oh, incomplete.
There's a
Flag on the play. We're going to have defensive interference. Bob Morse. Pass intended for Brian Narciso, incomplete. Flag on the play.
Raj, that really was one of those penalties that Morse almost had to take, because if he doesn't knock Narciso down, that's a completion,
touchdown,
and it could be 6.
Pass interference against Holliston. Westwood, first down.
Greg Warren coming in this game, 94 completions on 186 attempts, just over 50%, 2,081 yards passing, Roger. That's a high school.
That's
career.
A lot.
That's a career for
a lot of quarterbacks. That is.
Never even come close to that. 27 touchdowns and 12 interceptions.
Holliston snuffed that one out real well. We had Warren in the shotgun looking like he was going to pass, and he handed it off to Burl coming across. Holliston snuffed it out. I can't tell if this thing is working anymore.
Is this the PA?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound good. See, the shaking Morse is putting him on there. You can tell if Morse is probably bad.
Everybody was quiet out there for a minute. Maybe I could shut that. Yeah, these people got a lot of nerve-making noise today.
I know it.
We got a 2nd and about 12 for Westwood. We got Warren in the shotgun again. Good protection, gets the pass off. Looking for Dalrymple. Oh, just out of his hands, incomplete. Coverage on the play by Todd Kiley. Pass intended for Craig Dalrymple, incomplete. Covered by number 1, Todd Kiley.
Ran a nice route there. It was a nice pass. Maybe just a little bit underthrown. He had to wait for the ball, which allowed the defensive cornerback to get back into the play. He's going to set up a 3rd and long. But again, the key to the passing game is to get protection, and Greg's had plenty of time to throw the ball, and his receivers have been open.
3rd and 13, we'll call it. Rolling out left, passing to Narciso, complete at the 18-yard line of Holliston. First down, Walter Burl. First down, Westwood.
Roger, not only can Greg Warren air out the ball for long distance, he's got an extremely enviable touch with the football. And, you know, he's thrown quite a few passes we've seen this year where he just lays the ball over the inside shoulder of his receiver. And that, again, just was a perfect example of that. He just laid it right over Walter's shoulder, right into his arms, an easy breadbasket catch, setting up another first down inside the 20 for the Wolverines.
Getting the pass off to number 41, Brett Jacobson, touchdown! Touchdown, Brett Jacobson.
Roger,
Nice play.
You can prepare all year long to stop Greg Warren, and you come into the game and you try and stop Dalrymple, Narciso, and Tommy Bean. And what do? They throw Brett Jacobson. And Walter Burrow, two guys who've been running the ball primarily, but they're also excellent receivers. Greg found him wide open in the flats. There was no one within 10 yards of him, and he waltzed in easily for Westwood's first score of the day.
Okay, we got the point after attempt here by, I think it's Sean Quinn. Snap is down. It's going to be a fake. And it's going to be broken up. It was intended for Narciso. So Westwood leads 6-3 at this point of the game. Westwood leads 6-3.
Raj, with that touchdown pass, just one note, Greg Warren now has 28 on the season official. That moves him within 3 of the state record of 31.
I thought it was 29. I think he had 28 to this point, and he needed 3
you're
to
right.
tie.
He had 28. He's got 29 coming in, now 29. Just 2 away from the state record.
Greg Warren now has
held by Tommy
29
Colombo of
touchdown
Brockton.
passes on the season, 2 shy of the state record. All right, kicking off for Westwood will be number 45, Sean Quinn. Dan, have you got your roster handy?
Yeah, you need.
I just want to make sure number 45 is Sean Quinn. They've changed the numbers on us from time to time.
I would imagine he's been doing the kicking all year long.
That's a good point.
I've heard the trick plays, but changing the kicker for the final game is not.
I don't have 45 on our roster. Bob Morse with the ball at his 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 before he's brought down just inside the 35-yard line. Bob Morse returning the ball to the Holliston 34-yard line. First and 10.
Roger, not that it's cold or anything, but Sean Quinn kicked off, and now he's having a little conversation with his coach on the sideline. He's still barefoot, Roger.
I like to know what goes through their minds at that point. Who convinces them to kick barefoot to begin with? I mean, that's okay if you're in the middle of the summer.
When you get a coach like Billy Lagos who wears shorts on the field like today.
Lagos is about 3 bricks short of a load. That light's on, but there ain't nobody home. All the other cliches. The elevator doesn't go all the way to the top.
Not the sharpest knife in the drawer.
There you go.
Great coach, though. Another
Yeah.
great addition to this Westwood coaching staff.
Billy, we're only kidding. You know that. He's bigger than me. Not bigger than you, but he's bigger than me. Carroll pitching out to Morse, trying to get around the right end. And he's going to be brought down. Nice hit. It's that 87 Tom Bean, I think, made that hit. Bob Morse carrying the ball, tackled by 87 Tom Bean.
It's on a hit like that, Roger. I need the John Madden teleprompter. I need that little John Madden teleprompter so I can circle Tom Bean and go, boom!
Boom! There you go. We got Carroll from a shotgun. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 8, rather. Gain of 2. Incomplete. Intended for number 27, Jeff Tolson. 3rd and 8 still. 4th and 8, excuse me. First time of the game, Holliston will be forced to punt. Back for Westwood on the punt situation will be number 41, Brett Jacobson. Punting for Holliston will be number 11, Tim Walker.
That
Walker
sounds
punting
like
from his
Westwood.
25.
The defense is held on 3 downs. It's going to be 3 and punt.
Nice punt into the wind. And Jacobson at his 35, hit at the 40 where Westwood will take possession. Good field position now. Jacobson tackled by number 89, Scott Hadley.
Roger, we've been talking
at the
about
40-yard line where Westwood will
Greg
be
Warren's
first and 10.
passing abilities. Let's set some of the statistics for his receivers. Brian Narciso, 34 receptions coming in today, 913 yards, 12 touchdowns. Greg Dalrymple, 18 receptions for 445 yards, 11 touchdowns. Just some averages. Craig Dalrymple was averaging 24 yards per catch, and Brian Narciso was averaging almost 27 yards per catch.
We got one. Oh, we got a reverse. That's Narciso with the ball. Gets a nice break. Still getting on. They're still there. Still up, finally knocked out of bounds by number 27, Jeff Tolson. Nice end around reverse by Narciso. Brian Narciso carrying the ball. Stopped by number 27, Jeff Tolson. First down, Westwood.
Roger, there's a lot of guys around the country who know how to catch a football and don't know what to do with it once they get their hands on it. Both these receivers are also great runners, and once they get the ball in their hands, even on those end arounds, they know how to run. They're tough kids, and they're just looking for pay dirt all the time.
And Narciso's coming back next year. First and 10 at the 33-yard line of Holliston. Warren looking to pass again. Under pressure, he gets that ball off, but it's incomplete. He was lucky to get rid of the ball. Number 28 pressuring him was Eric Nilsson. And we have a flag on the play. Pass incomplete. Coverage or pressure provided by number 28, Eric Nelson. Flag on the play, though.
Maybe a hold from where that...
Again, a unfamiliar signal to myself with Dan.
I think that was an illegal hit in the back.
We'll get that to you in a second. They're calling it an illegal forward pass.
Yeah, I think what one of the referees is saying is there was no receiver in the area.
Illegal
He bagged
forward
it right
pass
up.
is the penalty.
Oh, the ball hit an offensive lineman.
Against
The ball hit
West.
an offensive lineman in the air, so it's an illegal foreign pass, forward pass. Anna lost it down.
Second and 15 here for Westwood now. One of those trick plays that Eric likes to throw, and he's looking long for Tommy Bean, and it's going to be, almost picked off, and then almost caught by Brett Jacobson. Incomplete. Boy, I tell you, we got all sorts of drama today, Tommy. Danny.
They're asking him some trick plays. Greg it was under a little bit of pressure. He rushed that throw just a bit, didn't get it off with all the, I think the strength he wanted to, but it came up a little short. It almost ended up in the arms of Brett Jacobson.
Being in the right place at the right time. Third and 15 for Westwood from the 37-yard line of Holliston.
Roger, this offense has racked up 272 points so far this season. Brian Narciso leads with 72. Craig Dalrymple with 66. Walter Burrows 66. Craig Dalrymple, has 68 points.
Warren looking over the middle. It's going to be long, incomplete. Pass incomplete. Intended for Craig Dalrymple. Fourth and 15 for Westwood.
I think someone might have zigged when he expected him to zag, and there was really nobody there. They're a little bit deep. Other scorers for the
there
Wolverines.
was somebody there, but unfortunately they didn't pick that ball up.
Other scores for the Wolverines. Sean Quinn, the kicker, with 19 points. Tommy Bean, 14. Brett Jacobson with 12. Mike Shea and Ray Ilg each with a touchdown and 6 points. Richie Glenn with 5 points, and Tommy O'Leary with 4.
Speaking of stats, Dan, you mentioned the points that have been scored. Westwood has averaged 30 points a game in the 9 games that they've played, and they've only given up 6.5.
Both tops in the Tri-Valley League.
Warren dropping back deep for a punt. Looked like he was going to punt, and he's going to pass it long for Brian Narciso. Incomplete. There'll be a flag, defensive interference. All right. Flag on the play. Pass intended for Brian Narciso.
Morse again is going to be called for interference, but that one was one of those. I don't think he tried to interfere with him. He just
happened to be there.
And he fell down and he tripped up Narciso accidentally. But interference is interference. It's going to give Westwood a first down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal for the Wolverines.
Defensive pass interference. First down, Westwood.
Roger, no surprise here in the second quarter. The Wolverines ran the ball in the first going into the wind. They get the wind at their back. It's become the Greg Warren air show.
Yep. As far as Holliston is concerned, they've given up 8 points a game this year, and they've scored 15 1/3 on average.
Roger, that penalty is, I'm sorry, it's not inside the 5. It's going to move it down to the 22-yard line where the Wolverines will take over first and 10. Just under 6 minutes remaining in that first half.
Narciso in motion from right to left. Warren handing off to Walter Burrow. Walter Burrow's got a hole, and he could go.
And he will.
Touchdown, Walter Burrow! Touchdown, Walter Burrow! Nice run there by Walter.
Beautiful run. He had a hole on the right side, and he just used it. Then he beat both defensive backs to the corner of the end zone. Roger, We can change it. That old Paul Revere saying. Now it's going to be 6 if by air and 6 if by land. Or
There you go.
Wolverines will score in any way you want to play.
All right, we got Sean Quinn to attempt the point after now. I don't think they'll go for the 2-point conversion now. I think they'll take the point and be happy with it. Westwood ahead right now, 12-3. Sean Quinn for the point after attempt. Blocked! Blocked by number 28, Eric Nelson.
Roger, new rule this year in high school football. That is returnable. You return that, it's 2 points.
Stopped by 52, Greg Haney. When you get down, the new rule this year allows a punt block, kick block to be returned. Is that right?
So, Roger, we got 5:52 remaining in the first half, and the Wolverines are starting to flex their muscles just a bit. They've scored on their last 2 possessions. Now lead 12-3.
Westwood will kick off. Back for Holliston will be number 1, Todd Kiley, and number 32, Bob Morse. Kicking off will be Sean Quinn. Kicking off for Westwood, Sean Quinn. Back deep for Holliston, 32, Bob Morse, and number 1, Todd Kiley.
Roger, a little bit of history. This is the 16th time these two teams have met since 1973 at its inception. Wolverines have a 9-5 lead in games won with 1 tie.
That'll be Kiley with the ball. That is 15. 20. And he's going to be hit by number 19. 19 is Paul Canellis.
Walking off with a hit. Billy Crabtree like that hit as much as anyone.
Holliston first and 10 from their 23-yard line. Dan, I feel like I'm sitting here with Vin Scully. All the stats and everything that you're throwing out. Does that mean I have to do Joe Garagiola and worry about if my contract's going to be renewed?
Yeah, you're coming back next year.
Really? Doug Carroll, the quarterback for Holliston. Rolling out right. Going to keep the ball. And he's going to be hit and knocked out of bounds by number 41, Brett Jacobson. Brett Jacobson tackling number 17, Doug Carroll. Gain of about 4 on the play. We'll call it 2nd and 6.
Roger, just a little redemption for Walter Brole. He was another guy last year who was a little stymied by this Holliston defense. He gained only 30 yards on 11 carries last year. This year he's well over that 30-yard mark and 6 points in his back pocket.
Well, there's a lot riding on this game, as there usually is. Up for grabs is obviously the league championship, the undefeated league championship. But if Westwood should lose this game, they would have to share it with Dover Sherburne. And if Westwood should win this game, they'd be the outright champions and gain a Division IV Super Bowl berth. And that's number 27. Whoa, is he hit? Number 27 was Jeff Tolson. Jeff Tolson stopped by O'Leary and Thurman.
Yeah. Roger, some of the best hits you see in a football game is when an outside linebacker does his job and turns the play inside, and here comes a couple more linebackers and linemen, and it's just bang, and all other kinds of superlatives to describe some of the hits that happen when a kid has to cut back, and he just says, you know, it's cutting back into traffic and there's no place to go.
Now we got a 3rd and about 11, we'll call it. Loss of just about a yard on the play. We got Carroll in the shotgun.
That was like the Batman show.
Looking to pass to his right for Bob Morse, and it's going to be incomplete. Incomplete to Bob Morse. 4 minutes left in the half.
He's into the wind. You might want to think fair catch here. You know,
Roger, on 4th down, the Wolverines now are going to receive the Panthers' punt. It's going to be a punt into the wind.
Back for Westwood on the punt.
So they will get good field position.
Tim Walker with the punt. Jacobson will take it at his 45. He's going to try to find some running room, and he's not, so he's going to jump to the ground, and they're calling that a fumble. But it looked like Westwood might have recovered. No, Holliston recovered.
Holliston got the ball. Brett trying to dive ahead. The ball just
Holliston recovery of the Westwood
it
fumble.
looked like it might have popped free when it hit the ground. I don't know.
I don't know, Dan, if I'd call that a fumble. I mean, he was already headed for the ground, giving up the play, and obviously the ball came loose when he hit the ground.
It looked like it hit the ground. If the ground forced the fumble, but can't grab a spilt milk. The Panthers get another break, and they're going to be 1st and 10 from the Wolverine 49-yard line. Just under 4 minutes remaining in the first half.
Splitting 500?
Yeah, we're looking to give in the pot.
Oh, okay.
We're looking
Okay.
for 500. I owe you. Well, there's 2 here. I owe you 1.
Holliston on 1st down will gain about a yard on that play, making it 2nd and 9.
Thank you very much.
Right, just a couple of notes about this Westwood defense. They've given up just 850 yards rushing, 300 yards passing so far.
Carroll rolling out to his right. Complete, it looked like, to Bob Morse. And no, they're calling it incomplete, out of bounds. And that was number 46, who's not on my program.
Brett Jacobson does a good job. But when you're the free safety, Rod, your job is to get to the receiver at the same time the ball does. So, and he got there just as the ball did, and just as the ball hit his hands, Brett just buried him, and he wasn't able to hold on.
3rd and 9 for Holliston.
It's like that old Bear Bryant saying, Raj. Bear Bryant used to tell his players, I want you to go out there, hit a guy as hard as you can, lean
And then
over,
help him up.
Help him up, look him right in the eye and say, I'll be right back.
From the shotgun, Carroll looking to pass over the middle. Under pressure from number 88, Paul Thurman with the pressure. Carroll finally going down. Carroll stopped on the play by 88, Thurman.
Wolverines with their 8th quarterback sack of the season. Rod, let's give credit where credit is due. A lot of these statistics and things I'm coming up with are compliments of Ed Santoro and Dan Ventura.
Where would we be without the statisticians? We'd have almost nothing to talk about, Dan. No, fat chance.
Fat chance, Roger.
We got a 4th down situation here. Holliston punting to Brett Jacobson. Quick kick. And that looks like it may go to about the 33-yard line. Ball will be down at Westwood's 33-yard line, where they would take over. 1st and 10.
Well, that quick kick kind of backfired. The object of a quick kick is to get yourself out of a deep hole or to try and pin the opposing team into a deep hole, and really just put them at about the 30-yard line, 35-yard line, which really kind of backfires in Holliston's face.
50-50 raffle is drawing somewhere near $1,000 at this point, which means that if your ticket is drawn at halftime, the winner will go home with about $500.
And Roger, there is a big crowd here today.
Yeah, there really is. In spite of the cold.
Like Coach Paul Carroll said before this game, Raj, there is nothing quite like a Thanksgiving Day football game. There's nothing else in high school sports that can compare to the games played on this day.
Have to agree with him.
Just to be a part of it is really a thrill for everyone involved, especially the players.
We've got the 2-minute warning here now. 2 minutes and a half. Dan, sometimes you're just so deep it's beyond words. I don't know what to tell you sometimes. Dan, in the 4 or 5 years that we've been doing this, I don't know if I've ever heard you say anything as deep as that. Joe Guerin standing in front of us.
Thanksgiving, family, sentimentality.
Yeah, we got it going into the beauty contest.
Yes, Mr. Guerin, sir. He doesn't know.
Homecoming.
Homecoming. Cheerleaders dance at halftime. And the band at halftime.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
And then the Legion with the after the band with the Legion. Pass intended for Brian Narciso as we were being distracted by Joe. Incomplete.
Greg had plenty of time to throw that ball. He just misfired a little bit, just a little bit behind Narciso, who again was wide open. He had about 2 or 3 steps on his defender.
Dan, it doesn't look like I'm going to get to take much of a break at halftime.
I'll take one for you.
Could you bring back a little warmth too? I'll put the tape is in the cassette player, isn't it? I didn't take the cassette out. I promise I didn't. Warren handing off to Jacobson, and there's a fumble on the play. Recovered by number 38, Bill Patterson, it looked like.
Roger, the Wolverines with their 4th turnover of the day.
Fumble recovery by number 36.
They're up 12-3, but they are still having some problems holding on to the football.
And again, regardless of what the records are coming into the game, you throw all of that out the window because it means nothing when these two teams get together.
Well,
Anything can happen and usually does.
It surprises me that a lot of people said they're surprised that Holliston's not better than what they are. I mean,
7-2 isn't bad.
7-2 is a good football team.
I think what people mean is that Holliston being 7-2 isn't as good as what they normally are.
Well, here's a new lineup, Raj. This is something you won't see every day.
And Westwood read that, but they're still going to get the play off, and it's going to be complete, it looks like, to number 34, Dan Baresi.
Roger, interesting play, but a lot of theatrics for 5 yards. They were picking up 7 yards running off tackle, so I don't know how effective that play was.
So it looks like Holliston can pull a few tricks out of the bag, too, when they want to. Here they go again.
And here we are at the Colonial Theater, Act 2.
Work left side, try right side. Westwood really looking for the pressure. Getting it off to number 27, Jeff Tolson. Tolson's going to be stopped by Tom Bean. Tom Bean wasn't having any of it.
Roger, two of the most interesting plays you're going to see a team try and attempt. And so far they've netted they've netted minus half a yard on it.
And we got a timeout on the play now called by Holliston. How you doing? And while we got a moment, we'll just tell you we got a heck of a halftime show. I don't know if you're going to see it, but we got a heck of a show.
You know, Raj, Holliston was effective early in the first half, just running the football, playing power football, and now they're getting into the trick plays, and I don't know, I don't understand, because I think you lose your momentum doing that. I mean, you're trying to be fancy. Stick with what works.
I agree.
Dance with who brung you, as they say.
Dance with who brung you. Okay. Must be a New Bedford kind of a saying.
Yeah, we're deep down there.
Yeah. Is that where they go beat?
Yeah.
Durfee,
Beat Durfee.
B-E-E-T?
Yeah.
Okay.
B-E-E-T.
Credit Dan with passing that on to me a little bit earlier before the game started. Timeout called by Westwood now. Timeout called by Westwood.
We're down to 52 seconds in the first half. Wolverines on top, 12-3.
Twice. So it's going to go.
First,
What?
First touchdown.
Sorry.
First touchdown coming on a.
What do you want?
On
The
a
band
pass.
and then the cheerleaders
Oh,
and
we're
then
having
the
some
queens
fun here in the
or
booth
what?
on a pass from Greg Warren and Brett Jacobson. The other one, second
Come here.
pass on a dive
Yeah, but
play.
in what order?
Walter
Do you
Burrow
want
goes
everything
out,
going?
going in from about 25 yards out. That's where we stand right now. Holliston struck early on their first drive on the 24-yard field goal. And we stand at 12-3 as hysteria hits the booth.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and introduce them again. Do you want the band first, then the cheerleaders, and then the homecoming queen, or how is it going to go again? Yeah. Yeah.
And Holliston again goes into another trick play.
Carroll under pressure from Ron Fiore to get them. Ron Priori just saying it's my turn to get a little piece of this. I got to agree with you, Dan. Up until now, Holliston has been effective. I don't see why they want to keep trying this baloney.
Roger, I mean, they ran the ball right up the gut, and they were able to get in a field goal, and were effective a couple of times. Now they come out with 3 trick plays, and they're minus 14 yards. It's 4th down. There's 24 seconds left in the half. They've taken themselves completely out of any field goal range. I think your best thing to do now here is just punt. I mean,
Yeah, really.
you spend all week, you prepare these trick plays. They work great in practice because
I think we
your
should have
defense
spent all
lets it
week
work.
trying to figure out how
And you
we're
come
gonna
into the
do this,
game, the other team doesn't let it work, and you're minus 14 yards.
I think we should have spent all week trying to figure out what we're going to do during this cable cast to make things run a little bit smoother.
He's a homer now. I'm a homer.
24 seconds left in the half. Dan loses his microphone. 12-3, Westwood leading here. Holliston doing everything they can to give Westwood the ball back. We have a 4th down. And could you say that a little bit louder on cable? Both towns appreciate knowing that, Mr. Bonner.
Holliston back in their normal offensive set.
I tell you, there's no privacy in life anymore. Eric,
Safety
Brett
blitz,
Jacobson
Roger.
tackling
Brett
Carroll.
Jacobson on the safety blitz.
You too?
Want to tell the rest of the people? Oh, boy.
Roger, this Holliston offense, which looked effective early, is really just, they've lost their momentum. They've lost all continuity in their offense. And, you know, you can't blame the kids on the field. You have to blame the coaches. They've just,
From Holliston's 47.
they've taken the ball out of their players' hands by trying trick plays, things that, didn't work the first time, the second, or the third.
That doesn't make
and then
any
the
sense.
safety blitz, they lose another 10 yards. So Westwood had the ball, but it turned out to, Holliston had the ball. It turned out to be a pretty
Westwood's
good offensive
advantage,
set for
yeah.
Westwood.
Yep, no doubt about it.
You know what this puts them in, too? 21 seconds to go, it puts Wolverines back in a
Driver's seat.
touchdown. Anything inside.
Holliston's going to have to play a deep defense now because Warren's going to be throwing for the last 21 seconds.
Anything between the goal lines, you're within striking distance with Greg Warren at quarterback.
For sure. Warren from quarterback, looking right, throwing to number 87, Tom Bean, and he'll be taken out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Smart play by getting out of bounds, stopping the clock.
Well, smart play, Roger. They overloaded the left side with 3 receivers, so everyone was thinking that way, and Tom Bean just, from his tight end position, just got out to the right flats, and again, Greg Warren with that touch was able to just hit him right on the numbers over that shoulder. And Tom did a smart thing is he saw the defenders there, rather than fight and try and get the extra 2 yards, he just got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Ran 6 seconds off the clock. They've still got 15 to go. And like you said, Dan, with Warren at quarterback, 15 seconds more than enough to see something
His
happen
longest
here.
touchdown pass, 92 yards this season, so he's effective from anywhere on the football field.
Warren dropping back again, getting the ball off under pressure, looking for Tom Bean. Incomplete, just off his fingertips. Pass incomplete, intended for Tom Bean.
Greg laid it up there. Tom just looked over the wrong shoulder.
Yep.
You pick a side to look over. Ball just ended up over his outside shoulder rather than his inside shoulder. But again, 10 seconds, enough for probably 2 plays.
Westwood ahead here, 12-3. 10 seconds left in the half.
And Raj, I'll tell you, if they stick with him here right now, as far as I'm concerned, that could be the ball game. Holliston's been able to do nothing since their initial drive.
Warren dropping back, looking to his left, throwing the ball straight up, and it's going to be picked off by number 27, Tolson, and he'll run the clock out. And whoa, what a hit!
By Greg Warren.
Warren, the quarterback, making that hit. Tackle on the play by number 7, Greg Warren, of the interception by Jeff Tolson.
60 just shoved Greg Warren, Raj. I'll tell you, that's a mock.
And
man.
we
He
got a
must have just put
flag
an
on
X
the play.
his back.
We got a flag on the play here,
There
too.
were flags that probably clips coming back upfield, but there was just a late shove on Greg Warren. That's sheer frustration.
The flag on the play. And I'll tell you, Paul Carroll is down on the field congratulating Greg Warren on that hit. What a hit.
Oh, that's a,
I mean, he just put them, almost had him up on his shoulders.
Well, you know, Rod, you know, a lot of things have been said about Greg Warren, but the kid is just a ridiculous athlete. I mean, he can play offense, he can hit hard, he can do anything you ask him to do out there on the football field. He kicks. He's a ridiculous athlete.
Can he
Rod.
balance the budget?
Number 60, look at that big four.
Appears that the penalty is against Holliston, which would more than likely be marked off at the start of the second half.
Total disdain for the rules of the game.
That late hit, Rogers, really got a lot of people fired up. That little shove on Greg Warren by Chris Deroya. And
at the end of the half, we have Westwood ahead 12-3.
Raj, just get back to the facts of just what happened on that football field. If you're the Westwood coaching staff, you're going to be very happy. They turned the ball over early twice, and they found themselves in a hole 3-0, but they were able to respond, come back and stick up 2 touchdowns. And at the half, they lead 12-3, and please stay tuned. We'll be right back with the halftime and the second half.
Yeah, really. As much fun as I've had in a while. You want this right there?
Yep, it's off. Now we can take that out of the way.
I'm going to take up a collection for a new booth.
Don't have anything special I have to announce for the band, do I?
Oh, the homecoming is last, huh?
Hmm?
The homecoming is last.
No, we just did that. Where were
Well,
you?
you did. Where the hell were you?
You must have been up inside staying warm and taking care of business.
We were in the bathroom.
Yeah.
At the half, the Wolverines on top, 12-3. I'm Dan McCarthy. Roger Cummings doing the play-by-play this afternoon on a frigid, windy Thanksgiving Day.
Frigid is a mild way of saying cold, Dan. I'd also like to announce that the American Legion for Holliston and for Westwood each year presents a trophy to the winning team.
As you can see at midfield, the Holliston annual VFW, our American Legion trophy, the annual trophy given to the winner of this game. Each team's won it twice over the past 4 years. This year is still in doubt as we start our second half. The Wolverines found themselves in a 3-0 hole early as Holliston was able to capitalize on a early Westwood fumble and
actually Westwood has had 3 or 4 turnovers in that first half.
Well, 4 turnovers, 3 fumbles, and 1 interception.
But who's counting?
And they found themselves down 3-0, Raj, and kind of in a hole. They came out the next set of downs. They started driving, and Greg Warren threw an interception, and the momentum early was with Holliston. But the Wolverines were finally able to turn it around as Greg Warren hit Brett Jacobson in the flat, and Brett was able to take it in for a 25-yard touchdown pass, and then later in the second quarter, Walter Burrow from 20 yards out was able to stick one in, and that's where we stand 12-3.
To start the second half. And Holliston will receive the ball at the start of the second half. And really, I don't know if it's a matter of Holliston making the plays when they've had to as much as it has been Westwood coughing up the ball when they didn't want to.
Well, you know, Westwood is, one thing you don't want to do is turn the ball over when you're on offense. And they've given Holliston some good field position, and fortunately the Westwood defense has been more than up to the task at stopping Holliston. Holliston, again, in the end of the second half, tried some fancy plays, and they seem to have lost all their continuity on offense. You know, you hope for their sake to make this, try and get them back in the game, that they can try and get that back if you're a Holliston fan. On the Westwood side of the ball, you just want to keep playing the way you've been playing and avoid those turnovers. That's the only thing that stopped them so far today, is turning the ball over.
That's right.
Holliston has yet to stop them, except by way of the turnover.
And back for Holliston will be number 32, Bob Morse, and number 27, Jeff Tolson. Kicking off for Westwood will be Sean Quinn. Kicking off for Westwood will be number 45, Sean Quinn. Back deep for Holliston will be number 32, Bob Morse, and number 27, Jeff Tolson.
She's one of the cheerleaders. And they did such a bad job, I had to...
Plenty of refreshments still available down at the Boosters Club truck. And there's still time to buy tickets for the 50-50 raffle as well. Kick is going to go out of bounds, and they'll have to kick it over again. And that's what 34 Baresi was hoping for.
Yeah, Holliston got a little lucky on that. They were kind of, the kid was watching the ball, and I mean, it was only about a half yard out of bounds when the Westwood defensive players was able to jump on it. Not paying attention. We've already seen that once this year, where the defender just kind of watched the ball. I don't know what they're thinking. Should have been
knocking the Westwood player out of the way.
That's a live ball after it goes 10 yards. Sean Quinn now going to have to kick from his own 35.
Sean Quinn will kick from his 35-yard line. Illegal procedure against Westwood is to call a 5-yard penalty.
Burger King?
Westwood ahead 12-3 here at the start of the second half on a very beautiful day, albeit a little bit cold for those of us in the booth, and probably down on the field as well. Quinn kicking it up into the wind, and that'll be Baresi with the ball at his 35, and he'll be knocked out of bounds at about the 37-yard line.
Let's set the defense you're going to see for the Westwood Wolverines. 56 defensive end is Mike Shea, 59 Brad Pindell, nose guard 66 Rob Sweeney, 53 defensive tackle Bruce McKinnon, 88 is defensive end Paul Thurman, 44 linebacker Tom O'Leary, he's joined linebacker by 51 Ron Piori, cornerback is 41 Brett Jacobson, strong safety 15 Marcus Despinoza, Tom Bean is the free safety number 87, and number 42 cornerback Mike Kane. You'll see different people in and out of that lineup, including 25 Walter Burrell.
Carroll handing the ball off to Morrison. Oh, he's going to be stuffed by number 53.
Bruce McKinnon
Bruce McKinnon.
does a good job, again, right at the point of attack.
More
Holliston,
stopped on the play
Holliston
by
looks like they may
Bruce
come out
McKinnon.
on having their first play to try and reestablish that running game that they were able to establish early in the game, but it kind of fizzled as the half went on.
We've got second and about 11 here. Now we're at Holliston's 37-yard line. Doug Carroll is the quarterback. He pitches that ball out to Morse, who's trying to get around the left end, and takes 2 or 3 Westwood players with him. They'll gain no yardage, maybe get back to about the line of scrimmage.
You know, Rod, especially on defense, and you go against multiple option offense, a lot of the plays are made by the kid who doesn't make the tackle. For example, on that play, Paul Thurman did a great job of just stringing the play out. And then on those
Which
plays,
is the end's responsibility.
That's what you want to do, is you just want to force them out so they really have no place to go, and don't let them turn upfield. Let the linebackers come up and the cornerback come up and do their job, make the tackle.
Personal foul against Westwood is the call. Be a 15-yard penalty and a first down for Holliston. 15-yard penalty, first down for Holliston. Holliston is now just across midfield. They're about the 48-yard line of Westwood. Carroll rolling out to his right, looking to pass to number 46, incomplete. Pass intended for number 46, incomplete.
Roger, what surprised me is they've come out in a wishbone formation, and sometimes just a variation of that, just a multiple option formation, and they really haven't gone to any kind of use of it at all. They've just
That's a good
really
point.
run a couple sweeps out of it and a couple of fullback dives.
They're
but
doing it more for show than anything else.
Yeah, they really are. They're not using that wishbone at all.
All right, we got 2nd and 10 here for Holliston at the 47-yard line of Westwood. Carroll, whoa, nice hit by, it looked like Thurman, and number 44, O'Leary. Pass incomplete, tackle on the play by O'Leary and Thurman.
Roger, those are the kind of plays that linebackers
Dream
eyes
about.
I mean, that's exactly it. You go up learning how to form tackle, and you see a kid waiting for a little lofty, easy pass like that out in the flat, and there's no one
Just
between you
begging
and
for
him.
one clean hit.
Oh, and it's face guard to numbers, and that's all it is. Trying to
got a
run it
third
in the
and
next week.
3rd and 10 for Holliston. Carroll dropping straight back, looking over the middle, long. Intercepted by Tom Bean on a great play. What a play by Tom, nice catch. Intercepted by Tom Bean.
Outstanding play by Tommy Bean, just able to tip the ball and concentrate on it and come down with the ball. The Wolverines get their first turnover in the first half of the second half. And they're going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line.
And Carroll floated that ball a little bit further than he wanted to. Maybe, again, the wind being a factor, but he overthrew his man by a good 5 yards.
Oh, yeah.
1st and 10, Westwood from their 15. I believe it was Walter Burrell who carried the ball. And it was a gain of about 5 on the play. They're at the 20-yard line, 2nd and 5. Walter Burrell gaining 5 on the play, 2nd and 5 from their 20.
That wind has really died down quite a bit. The flag now, just kind of a lazy flag, was the start of the game. It was straight out.
You had to go and say that, didn't you? Wait a minute. We got Narciso in motion from left to right, and the crowd starts to chant Warren. And that's Walter Burrell with the ball again. Breaks 1 tackle, maybe 2. Finally comes up to about the 30-yard line, 25-yard line, 26, and it'll be a first down for Westwood.
Nice block on that play by Tommy Bean on the outside linebacker. Allowed Walter to pick up the first down. Walter just got into that hole, and Tommy Bean made a nice block on the outside linebacker, which is his job from tight end. Allowed Walter to get up into the secondary and pick up the first down.
Warren looking to pass. Under pressure, gets that ball off, just off. Incomplete, intended for Craig Dalrymple.
Greg under a lot of pressure did a good job. Just threw it downfield. He threw it far enough. It should have been intercepted, but gave everyone a chance, gave his receivers a chance to try and run underneath the ball.
I believe that was number 37 for Holliston that was pressuring Warren to get that ball off. And we don't have him on our list, so we can't give him due
Holliston
credit.
came with a couple of linebackers that time and ended up with one man-to-man coverage in the secondary.
2nd and 10 for Westwood from their 27. Reverse, we're going to have a flag on the play. That's Narciso, who had a big gain on this play in the first half, but it's probably going to come back on a flag.
Flag on the play.
Flag was thrown early. Might be an offsides on Holliston. It is. It's offside on Holliston, I believe.
Offsides against Holliston.
And the play will stand as the play went for more than the 5 yards.
This is always a decision. You picked up 6 on the play, but you can get 5 yards on the penalty and save the down.
And that's what they're going to do. Take the penalty and bring the ball back and save the down.
Yeah, because you set up a 3rd and 4 or a 2nd and 5.
Oh.
You end up losing, really. They only lost about half a yard, and they picked themselves up a down.
Offsides against Holliston. 5-yard penalty. 2nd and 5.
Midfield.
We're just across the 30-yard line. We'll call it the 31.
Down in front. Hey.
Who is that, Hanson?
Walter Burrow breaking it open into midfield and bringing it up to about 45. Stopped by number 37.
Walter Burrow carrying the ball, bring it up to about the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Westwood.
Well, you know, one thing the Wolverines offense does that a lot of teams don't do. They just have this grit, this determination that they're going to get every single inch of ground that they can get when they have the football. A lot of kids take a hit and they go right down. Yep. Walter Burrow, Brett Jacobson, Narciso Darpa, all of them, Tommy B. When they get the ball in their hands, they're going to fight for every inch of real estate they can get out there.
Well, Westwood running the ball more in this game than passing, which I'm sure is what Holliston thought they wouldn't do. They thought they'd probably pass more. That's Walter Burrow fighting again to gain some yardage. Maybe get back to the line of scrimmage.
Burrow stopped on the play by number 37 of Holliston.
Second down and 10. Holliston's done a good job so far. They are here in the second half on 1st down of keeping the 2nd and short situation, which is your ideal throwing situation. You get a 2nd and 2 or 2nd and 1, and that's really when the fireworks can begin, because it really opens up the offense.
Westwood staying on the ground. And that one was Brett Jacobson, maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Brett Jacobson stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Making a 3rd and 10. And Warren will air it out here.
Oh, the 3rd and 10. He's been very effective with his throws out to the flats today. Both Jacobson and Tommy Bean have made big receptions and about 8-10 yards off the ball.
Warren dropping back under pressure. He gets that ball off. He's looking for Brian Narciso, and it's going to be incomplete. Broken up by number 32, Bob Morse.
Intended for Brian Narciso. Coverage on the play by number 32, Bob Morse, breaking the play up.
Ball just slightly underthrown. Narciso again was behind his defender. You know, the receivers on this team have an uncanny ability to get themselves open, and that's what's helped
They're all
throw
quick.
those 29 touchdowns.
They're all very quick.
With that heavy wind, Greg, just a little bit underthrown. You know, another thing, Rod, that people don't take enough account for is Greg's ability to look off his primary receiver like he did in that play. He looked to the left side of the field and then was able to throw downfield to an open receiver.
Warren punting the ball. And it will be down at about the 29-yard line of Holliston.
Holliston takes over in possession, 1st and 10 from their 29.
Exactly 5 minutes remaining in our 3rd quarter. The Wolverines on top of the Panthers, 12-3. And Thanksgiving '88 for all the marbles. This is for the league championship, undisputed league championship, as well as another berth in the Division IV Super Bowl for the Wolverines.
And it doesn't get any easier from here because then they have to go and face Archbishop Williams, who has Brian Howlett, who has scored well over 100 points this year.
That is what you
He's
call
one
in
big
football
boy.
terms a load.
He is one big boy. I don't think
6'2",
Westwood's seen
235
anybody like
fullback.
him all year. Carroll to Morse. Morse being stopped by number 51, Ron Priori.
Roger will set that defense for you again. Walter Berlin there at an outside linebacker, in addition to the guys we gave you earlier. That Holliston offense, the offensive line, 77, Jeff Flavey, Jonah Craig, 75. The center is number 60, Chris Dioria. 57 is Brian Reinhart. 78 offensive guard Eric Green. We'll get to the skill positions right after this play.
And we got 2nd and 9 for Holliston. Giving the ball to Morse again, and he's going to be stuffed by number 53, Bruce McKinnon.
And that was 32 halfback Bob Morse. He's joined back there by 17 quarterback Doug Carroll, 5'11 sophomore. 28 is fullback Eric Nelson. 37 is halfback Mike Finley. 27 wide receiver Jeff Tolson. And tight end number 31 George Willith, a 6 foot, 185-pound senior.
And we were talking about Archbishop Williams, if they should beat Cardinal Spellman today as expected to. Throughout the year, they've averaged 28 points a game, and they've only given up just under 11. So they're a pretty offensive team as well. Pretty evenly matched against the Westwood as far as scoring is concerned. We got Carroll keeping that ball, trying to get around the left end. He'll gain maybe 3 or 4 yards on the play before he goes down.
You can credit that play to the Westwood secondary. Carroll had nobody open. All his receivers were well covered. They had someone playing in deep center field. Tom Bean wasn't going to let anyone behind him. And Carroll had nothing else to do but tuck the ball and try and get the first down. Unfortunately, for the Panthers, he was only able to get back just over the original line of scrimmage. And they'll be forced to punt.
3 minutes, just about 3 minutes left in the game. We got Walker punting to, and it's going to be blocked out in front there by 56, Bruce McKinnon. I'm sorry, Mike Shea, and it's picked up by 53, Bruce McKinnon. Punt was blocked by Mike Shea, recovered by Bruce McKinnon.
Raj, great
Big play.
players. Great players make great plays.
There you go.
And Mike Shea is one of them. He's one of the best players out there. He's done everything this team has asked him. He played fullback one game and
he
did an
played a great
outstanding
game,
job.
too. Wouldn't surprise me
But
to see
he's a-
him run the ball next
Oh,
week.
he's a natural linebacker, a great athlete.
1st and 10, Westwood. Warren looking to pass on 1st down. Under pressure, gets the pass off, complete to Brett Jacobson. Brett's going to be in for the touchdown! Touchdown, Brett Jacobson. What a great play on 1st down.
Roger, what can you say? Brett Jacobson got himself open, and Greg Warren avoided a little bit of a rush and found him wide open in the flats. And Greg, believe me, Greg gets the
Number
ball there.
30.
These guys know how to find the end zone once they get the ball.
Touchdown pass number 30 for Greg Warren, one shy of the state record. Sean Quinn will be in to attempt the point after. Sean Quinn to attempt the point after. Okay. Blocked by number 28, recovered by Jamie McMillan.
Oh, Roger, 2:46 remaining in our third quarter. The Wolverines now up 18-3. Warren's second touchdown pass of the afternoon.
One more. One more. As soon as they draw it. Should be anytime soon now.
What, you get an inside? Just keep getting inside.
Sure, really. Back 4, Holliston is 27, Jeff Tolson, and number 32, Bob Morse. Kicking will be Sean Quinn. Back team for Holliston is number 32, Bob Morse, and number 27, Jeff Tolson. Kicking for Westwood will be Sean Quinn, number 45. 18-3, and that's about the average number of points that Westwood has given up this year, just under their 6-point average. They've scored an average of 28 a game this year. It's going to be taken by number 32, Morse. Up the middle, he's going to break it, and he's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Bob Morse. No flags on the play. Touchdown, Bob Morse.
Well, Roger, we said if he gets open into an open field, there's no one going to catch him, and no one's going to catch him on that play. He just busted one right up the gut.
75-yard return, thereabouts.
And Holliston, not to be outdone, comes back and answers with a big play.
18-9 at this point. Westwood ahead.
Roger, there's nothing that gets a team back into a football game faster.
Notice how this crowd got real quiet, real quick.
It takes the other team out. It kind of pops their balloon just a little bit. Nothing like a kick return on a kickoff or a punt.
That's it.
To get a team right back into a football game and get their enthusiasm going again.
Dan Baresi will attempt the point after attempt. Todd Kiley is holding. And the kick is good.
Roger,
18 to
really
10.
Smart play, because now if you go for two and you don't make it, then you're going to score twice. Get the one and then go for the two. But you know, there are people that in the booth have different opinions. Some people say, you know, they're playing for the
best
tie.
they can do right now is tie, so they still have to score twice. Either way. Well, either way you look at it, they would have had to have a couple of two-point conversions.
To win, they would need a two-point conversion. To win now, they still need two scores. So.
Right.
Roger, on these kickoff returns, Marcus Despinosa averaging just over 20 yards a return. He's the middleman.
Jeff Marsh, I think, is number 5.
Yep.
And that is Marsh with the ball. Marsh at his 5, his 10. Bring it up 15 to about the 18-yard line before he's tackled. Jeff Marsh returning the ball to the 18-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Westwood. And this crowd is very quiet at this point.
Some of that I'll attribute to the return, and some of that I'll attribute to the rather non-tempered temperatures.
I'll tell you, it's one way of reminding Westwood that regardless of what the score is, Holliston can get back in very quickly at any point in the game. Greg Warren, quarterback for Westwood. Narciso motion left to right.
Busted play.
And Greg has to eat the ball. That'll be 2nd and 12 for Westwood. 2nd and 12 for Westwood. 16-yard line.
We just decided now.
2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Westwood ahead 18 to 10. Warren dropping straight back to pass, looking to his right for Brett Jacobson, complete, out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Complete to Brett Jacobson at the 40-yard line, 1st down Westwood. Nice play there by Greg.
Roger, he just leaves you shaking your head. I mean, Greg just throws the ball up there. He puts it in a perfect spot. He leads his receivers and just lets them run right underneath the ball.
He has a great deal of poise for a high school senior.
You know, he's also got the value of 3 years of experience. He's actually been playing on a regular basis.
That's right, since the sophomore year.
He did play some of his freshman year.
You know, we've got to give some credit to his line, too, because they've been protecting him very well all year long and allowing him to do the things that he's been doing. As he passes over the middle to Craig Dalrymple, complete at Holliston's 34-yard line. Craig Dalrymple at Holliston's 34-yard line, Westwood 1st and 10.
Roger, you know, you got to see that on film. I wish we had that on replay. He threw that a la Bernie Kosar. He kind of side down the play because he knew he was going to get hit just as he released the ball.
And he
The boy
stays in
is
the pocket
incredible.
so well, too, even under pressure. He's taken many hits this year and still gotten that ball off.
There's a lot of kids who won't take that hit.
That's right.
He
That's
knows
right.
he's going to get hit, but he knows his job is to deliver the ball to the receiver, and that's what he does.
Pitches the ball out to Brett Jacobson. We got a flag on the play. Brett's trying to get around left end. Still up on his feet. Stopped on the play by number 78, Eric Green. Brett Jacobson tackled by 78, Eric Green. We have a flag on the play.
Roger, that may be coming back, but number 46 for
46 we don't have.
We don't have his number, have his name. But he's looking at Brett Jacobson and saying, where did that kid get that strength on? He just ran right through him.
Illegal procedure against Westwood.
Brett just put his head down
Play will be nullified.
and went one-on-one with him. Said, let's see who can win this. We'll go one-on-one, head-to-head, and just ran right through him.
Nice run by Brett, unfortunately, being brought back.
Where's TW? Where's Greg's father? Greg Warren's father, right over there. It's Greg's father!
We've got 1st and 15 for Westwood, and we are at the 37-yard line of Holliston.
Can you just say happy birthday to someone?
What would you like?
Can you just say happy birthday to someone during the between
Who?
periods? Amy Duranton.
Amy Zaranjan?
Yeah.
How old is she?
16.
I'd like to wish you a happy birthday to
And there he is, ladies and gentlemen. That's Tom Warren. He's the father. That's the father of
2nd and
quarterback
5
Greg
here for
Warren.
Westwood. No gain on the play.
Tom, you're on camera. Smile.
Smile, Tom, you're on camera.
Hey, they're having some fun up here in the booth.
All right, Joe.
Joe Gallant on camera, who in his own right is a wonderful story. Or has many wonderful stories. I'm not sure what it is I mean. We've got a timeout here. We either have a timeout or at the end of the third quarter.
End of the third quarter.
Yeah.
It is the end of the third quarter.
At the end of
third quarter,
3.
we have Westwood in the lead, 18-10.
Westwood on top, 18-10. And they're going to bring the ball back upfield.
And look out, Westwood is now throwing with the wind.
Don't let Glenn back in.
All we need is one more touchdown pass from Greg Warren, and he ties the state record for touchdown passes in a season. That record was set during an 11-game schedule by Brockton's Colombo.
Tommy Colombo, 1984.
So should Greg not do it today, he could possibly have one more opportunity next week.
There we are. Happy Thanksgiving,
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We hope you have as much fun with the rest of your day as we're having up here in the booth. I'd like to thank Gene, Joe, and John, the crew here today, doing an outstanding job, as always. Especially want to thank them because all the equipment has been functional throughout the whole game, and it was all up on time, too. You guys did a great job. Jacobson in motion. Warren looking to pass. Gets the pass off, too. Number 87, Tom Bean, and he'll be tackled right away by Jeff Tolson. Tom Bean with the reception, stopped by 27, Jeff Tolson. Making it 3rd and about 5 for Westwood. Call it short 5, long 4. We're at the 27-yard line of Holliston.
You know, Roger, another thing that these Westwood coaching staff, the offensive coaches have done with Greg is a lot of coaches would take a kid like this and make him just throw the ball upfield. Throw it upfield and constantly try and, exploit the tremendous arm that he has. But Eric Wolfing has done an outstanding job of
A very
taking what the
diversified
defense
attack.
gives him.
Exactly.
Take what the defense gives him, throw the 5-yard out. Don't try and get 20 yards of play. If you can get it, take it. But if you can, if you want to get the first down, you get it in 7 yards and 5 yards. If you've got 4 downs or 3 downs to do it, use them all, and that's what they do. That makes their offense so effective.
But they have so many weapons they can go to. If he's not passing well, and we haven't seen a game this year where he hasn't, or his receivers aren't catching the ball, he's got a very good running game out of Walter Burrell or Brett Jacobson. And he's got a diversity in receivers. He can go Tom Bean, he can go Craig Downripple, he can go Narciso. Jacobson will catch the ball from time to time, and so will Burrell.
You're absolutely right, Roger. You get a kid like Best description is Paul Carroll a few weeks ago said, Dan, I am glad that I don't have to coach against this team.
Yeah.
This is a defensive coordinator's nightmare.
It would keep
Because if
people
you're
awake.
prepared to stop our passing, we're going to run the ball
Right up
over
your
you.
throat. Yep.
If you're prepared to stop our run, which you can't do, you have to prepare to stop the pass primarily. They're going to throw the ball all over the place. So every team, every defensive coach come in here has the unenviable task of trying to stop this offense.
It's a
And so far,
well-balanced
nobody
attack. Defense has done a great job all year long. They're going to really be tested next week. Next week will probably be the toughest test they faced all season. Again, should the outcome be as it is now. Warren passing back to Burl, who flipped him the ball initially. The play really went nowhere. Dubé with the tackle.
Good defense by Chris Doobie, the cornerback. He didn't really get fooled on
Chris
that.
Dubé on the tackle on the ball to Burl.
It's going to be 4th down and 8. You're in definitely 4-down territory. A little too far for a field goal, but you don't want to punch
Well,
from the 35-yard line, up from the 30-yard line.
I don't know. Maybe we could give it a shot. I mean, like we said, they still need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion just to tie.
Well, come over to my house afterwards and see if we can fix up with
No field goal attempt here for Westwood. Warren in the shotgun position. 4th and 8. Over the middle. Jacobson's open. Jacobson's going to be getting the ball, and he's going to give it a touchdown.
That's a state record. That ties
That's
the state
it.
record.
Touchdown, Trent Jacobson. And with that touchdown, Greg Warren has now tied the state record for touchdown passes in a season.
That's 31, Raj.
And you can see Jacobson was open right over the middle from the start of the play.
Roger, I'm just so excited. I can't even speak.
I'll tell you, that was a great play right from the start. You could see he was going to Jacobson all the way because he was wide open and he had nowhere to go but into the end zone. Sean Quinn to attempt the point after. McMillan holding. Snap is down. They're going to fake it. Incomplete, intended for Marcus Despinoza. Incomplete, intended for Marcus Despinoza.
Well, Roger, if they say you've got to make up for all your mistakes, so far today, Brett Jacobson dubiously has 3 fumbles, but he also has 3 touchdown receptions. So
And he's
more
also
than
part
made
of a
up.
trivia question now.
Yeah.
Narciso and Dalrymple have been catching them all.
"31 touchdown passes, Raj. Boy, this is quite a thrill to be part of all this season.
What a crazy day. I'm balancing this, I'm doing cable, I'm doing, announcing this.
We're getting back to the game. The Wolverines are now up 24-10. 8:36 remaining here in our Thanksgiving Day football game. 31 touchdown passes. With one more and 8:36 remaining in this game. Colombo who?
Keep the ball away from that kid again.
They rested.
That's good.
Am I in the way of the camera?
You might be.
You're in the way of me. Oh, man.
Not yet. We still have not had the 50-50 raffle, so hold on to your tickets. We've been getting asked quite frequently. Don't worry, they'll be coming up very shortly. Yeah. 1st and 10 for Holliston from their 24-yard line, we'll call it. Doug Carroll, the quarterback for Holliston. And that's Morse with the ball being tackled by somebody from Holliston.
Good
Go ahead,
job by
Dan.
Morse to stay on his feet.
581 to them.
It's not me. Okay, we're going to have the 50-50 raffle. Get your tickets ready. 581.
581.
The winner of this 50-50 raffle will take home $581.
as they do the 50-50 raffle on the field. Carroll, inside handoff to Morse. Morse diving off the right tackle. He's taken down a host by a host of Westwood defenders led by Ron Piori. It's going to set up a third down in about a long 3.
3, 495, 693. If you have the winning ticket, come on up here to the press box and claim your $581. Unless you want to do it incognito, because you'll probably get a whole bunch of new friends right away. If you are the winner, you have a red ticket.
As they'll measure on this second down, they're going to be about half a yard short. It's going to set up a third and that half a yard. 7:31 remaining in the game. Wolverines leading the Holliston Panthers 24-10 in the 16th meeting between these two teams.
Well, Dan, I didn't win this one. We got a 3rd and 10 here. Sorry, 3rd and inches. Carroll looking to pass over the middle. Incomplete, intercepted by Tom Bean and out of bounds. Westwood will take over at about the 44-yard line.
Great interception by Tom Bean. Fabulous play by 15 Marcus Espinoza. He was right in the receiver's shirt. Did a great job of deflecting the ball without interfering with him. The Wolverines have the ball at the 45-yard line, and Roger, don't be surprised.
All the way on the first play. There you go. Look for him to throw to Narciso. Warren to Burl. Burl going around the right end. Slips, and we got a flag on the play.
Flag's back upfield at the 35-yard line.
Flag on the play.
Brett Jacobson holding his head. I think he knows he might have done something
The
wrong.
winning number again was 495-693. Bob West, the winner. Bob West of Westwood.
Check that number.
Yes, the number is legitimate, Bob.
All right, Bobby, 581, kid.
Thank
you very much.
Rounds are on Bob after the game.
Thanks a lot.
IRS, right here.
Doesn't he work for the Treasury Department or something?
Unfortunately, Roger, that great run's going to come all the way back.
What was the
The flag was for a clip downfield. It's going to bring the ball back. It's going to be against Westwood. It's going to be 1st and 15 now.
1st and 15, as Dan said. We're at the 47-yard line of Holliston. Walter Burrow with the ball up the middle. Across the 45, maybe about the 44. Walter Burrow stopped on the play by number 37. Second and about 10.
Roger, the state record book for passing, and especially here at Westwood High, is going to be like a Greg Warren diary.
Warren looking to pass over the middle. Complete to Craig Dalrymple. Nice play, sliding to his knees as he was taking it. Craig Dalrymple with the reception. 1st down, Westwood. That'll be a 1st and 10 for Westwood at about the 12-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 12.
Roger, it just, sometimes it borders on the absurd the way. It's like some defenders, I don't know if they believe he can throw the ball that
I'll tell you,
far.
I think there might have been a screw-up on the patterns there, too, because he had 2 people in the same area.
Yeah, they were both running post patterns, and it doesn't matter. One of them came down with the ball.
That's right.
And right now, they're in record country right now.
Warren looking to pass again, looking for Dalrymple. Complete to Craig Dalrymple! A new record! We have a flag on the play. Flag on the play. Holding against Westwood. Touchdown is no good.
Don't shoot the messenger.
It's going to come back.
What a shame. That would have been a new record.
It's going to be first down.
It's
now
only a
from
matter of
about
time.
the 12-yard line. You know, they're going to make him work for it, Raj.
It's only a matter of
Let's wait
time. He's
for
still
it
got
all
6
year
minutes
long.
left in this game to do it. No, one of them's some rash one.
All right, do what they had.
That'll bring the ball back, make it first.
First and
And
15
about
now.
20, 15, 25.
Yeah, from the
From the
22-yard
23.
line. 6:08 remaining in that game. Wolverines on top, 24-10.
And Warren will try it again. Looking for Narcissus. No, he's looking for down ripple again. No, Tom Bean, incomplete. Incomplete intended for Tom Bean. Stopped by number 34, Dan Baresi.
Again, Roger, I hate to keep saying it, but the Western receivers just have an ability to get behind the defenders. All day long, they've been behind the defenders.
And Dan, your pregame prediction may be coming true. Second and 25 for Westwood from their from Holliston's 23. Warren from the shotgun looking to throw a touchdown pass to set a new state record for touchdown passes in a season. Under pressure, gets it off to Tom Bean. It's complete. Stopped by number 46. Pass complete to Tom Bean.
You know, Roger, a huge crowd here today.
46 of Holliston.
And you got to believe a lot of them are here just to watch number 7.
That's it. And
That's what they came down here for.
And that's why a lot of them aren't leaving early, even though the score is one-sided at this time.
Over and above everything else that's going on here today. The history and what rides on this game. The story is
There's
Greg
so
Warren.
many different stories to this game. The Super Bowl berth, the league championship, Greg Warren with a new state
Story within
record.
the game.
Greg Warren looking to pass to Brian Narciso. Incomplete. Stopped by Bob Morse. Incomplete to Brian Narciso. Coverage on the play by Bob Morse.
It's going to be 4th down and 14 now.
4th and 14, and everybody on the Westwood side is salivating. They're waiting for him to throw that touchdown pass. 5 minutes left in the game, 5:18 to be exact. Warren will have one more attempt on this set of downs.
Here we go, 4th down.
People in the booth asking for some Eric
The
Wolfinger
crowd
magic
is
right here.
on the edge of its seat as Warren sets up to pass, looking for Tom Bean. Touchdown, Tom Bean!
There it is! Tom Bean! No flags on the play. A new state record by Greg Warren for touchdown passes in a season for 32.
And the whole Westwood team just gangs up on him. They'll stop the play for a moment here and get that ball. Spectators congratulating Greg's father right here next to the press box. Now to tell you, it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Greg Warren with a new Division 4, all state.
All state.
Passing, touchdown passing in a season, 32 so far and counting. Sean Quinn will attempt the point after. McMillan will hold. Kick is up and it's good. The kick is good by Sean Quinn. And Dan, what was your prediction before the game?
I believe I said 32-12, Raj.
You're in that ballpark. Oh, I think they did.
But Roger, you know, over and above what just happened with Greg Warren, more importantly, this team is trouncing Holliston right now.
And unbelievably,
the entire
there's people-
team is just ecstatic. They're all hugging each other on the sidelines. They're going to the bowl, Raj.
And unbelievable, there's people leaving. You mean to tell me, Dan, I have to go to BU next week by myself?
Maybe I'll send Dave Poino with you.
There you go.
Well, I'm not, unfortunately, Raj, I'm going to have to watch the game televised. Pipe it down there.
Let's see what
I'll
we
be
can
down
do.
in
Hey, I got to see if
Columbia.
Cable's covering it.
I'll be in Columbia, South Carolina, leaving on Thursday. Unfortunately, I'll be there for just over a week.
We've got a delay a game called against Westwood, so that'll back them up. Tom Bean. Delay a game. We had a delay a game penalty against Westwood.
5:12 remaining in the game. 31-10 Westwood.
Quinn kicking from his 25 to one of the upmen at his 40, 45, and he's a big load, brought down by number 82.
Really, Raj, two big stories. Greg Warren setting the all-state record for touchdown passes in the season. He's still got 5 minutes and another game to play.
That's right.
But, Raj, you know, you can't. You got to remember, this is a team game. And they came out there as a team. They've gone 10-0, or they're going 10-0 as a team, and they're going to the Super Bowl as a team. And it's
going to be a heck of a game.
Every kid on this team deserves credit.
It's going to be a heck of a game. This will be a rematch between Archie's and Westwood from 2 years ago when Archie's beat them 6-0. A lot of the guys on this team were there for that. Stopped by Paul Thurman, number 88. Tackled by Paul Thurman. And he just smothered him, climbed all over his back and took him down.
You know it's a big sack when the quarterback disappears from sight.
There you go.
Paul Thurman just swallowed up Doug Carroll.
Second and about 16. Carroll from the shotgun, and Thurman is just blasting in there. And that's complete to Bob Morse, and he's going to be taken out of bounds by 41, Brett Jacobson. Complete to Bob Morse, tackled by Brett Jacobson. 4:20 left in the game. Third and about 6, we'll call it. Doug Carroll from the shotgun. Under pressure again from the ends. This time it's going to be 59, Pindell, that gets him. Tackled by Brad Pindell.
Unbelievable. Excuse me.
That's quite all right. You have reason to be happy.
Wanted Tom Bean to catch it.
Because he had the same first name?
He's Peter Bean's roommate at Villanova.
Oh, really? Oh, Mrs. Bean just letting us know that Colombo's roommate at Villanova is Peter Bean, Tom's older brother. And I guess Tom Colombo wanted Tom Bean to break the record. Wishes do come true. Incomplete.
Roger, 3.5 minutes to go in this game. And he's going to send it in the second offense.
Westwood will take over, 1st and 10 from Holliston's 46. And this team knows that with 3:31 left in the game, it would take a miracle for Holliston to win this game, and they've started celebrating. And you'll see a lot of the second team going in there now, as Eric Wilfinger has been known to do. So as the changes have been made aware to us, we'll pass them along to you. That's McMillan at quarterback. We do know that much. And number 32 is Ray Yogue. Thank you. Ray Yogue carrying the ball. We now have a Warren sickle on the field, or a Greg sickle.
They get the water. Craig Dalrymple got the water.
Nice run by number 15,
Despinoza.
Marcus Despinoza. Marcus Despinoza with the ball. And a first down for Westwood.
Marcus Despinoza, 5'10", junior. Another kid you're going to get to see a lot of next year.
I don't know, if I were Greg Warren or one of the coaches, I'd get something big and warm on him right now. You don't want him catching cold for next week's game. After being showered, I guess is one good way to put it, by Craig Dalrymple. McMillan having to eat the ball.
Oh, no, there was a turnover.
There was a turnover.
Yeah,
Okay, never
they
mind.
missed on the handoff. One of the defensive linemen shot.
And we have a flag on this play, and it is against Westwood, it looks like. Some sort of a personal foul.
It's going to be a face mask as Doug Carroll was grabbed. Looked like an unintentional face mask. Well, no, I don't.
Westwood face mask is the call. First down for Holliston from Westwood's 46-yard line.
Well, this is exciting just to be part of this whole thing, this whole season.
It's a great, great game. Nice finish to a fitting season.
Roger,
and next
another
week
thing.
we're at BU on Sunday.
Roger, this is the first undefeated, untied football team in the history of Westwood High School. 10-0-0.
That's true.
So let's give credit where credit is due again to the coaches
coaching staff
and to all the players. Outstanding season, 10-0-0.
Now
There's
you say
nothing quite like
we're
when you
playing
see it.
next week on Sunday, Dan?
I believe it's going to be on Sunday. I believe Division 1, 2, and 3 are on Saturday at Sullivan Stadium, and then Division 4 and 5 are Sunday.
Hey, Bill, Miguel, when do they play next week?
I don't know.
Ask Lagos.
I think we may be off. Silly, we on? We on? Okay. When's the Super Bowl game?
First and 10 for Holliston. Carroll looking to pass on first down. Good protection, gets the pass off, out of bounds.
Billy, when's the Super Bowl game in Manassas?
Yeah, no problem.
We heard that.
1:30 on Sunday. Right. Okay, we've just gotten word that the game will be 1:30 on Sunday at BU. Super Bowl Division 4, Archbishop Williams against Westwood. Sunday, 1:30, BU. Thurman under pressure of Carroll. He gets the ball off to number 7, and that's Pete Putone. Putone, the receiver. And we got a 3rd and a 9.
Through the microphone. Sure. If we put him on a headset down here, we can talk to him from here.
Yeah, we could. You want to?
Ask him if we
That's Morse with the ball.
We put him on a headset down in front of that camera. Can I put this headset on and talk to him? And can that be recorded?
As the crowd starts to get into it, with 40 seconds left in the game. Na, hey, goodbye.
You know, it'd be ideal to try and get an interview after the game with both Greg Warren and head coach Eric Wolfinger. I don't know if
it's
Greg's going to be
possible,
available. As Channel 5 and Channel 4 are both there, and they both want their shot with.
And it's also
with
cold
Mr.
enough
Warren.
that they're not going to want to hang around too long.
Yeah,
either.
you know, this is a big day. It's a big family day also. So.
Carroll going to be tackled by Paul Thurman again.
And that, Roger, is all she wrote.
Along with Pindell's help and McKinnon, we have a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play.
There's going to be a penalty, possibly a little post-sack celebrating.
Ten seconds left in the game. Westwood winning 31-10.
Well, I said 32-12. It wasn't that far off, huh?
That is the game. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the game. We'd like to announce that next week's Super Bowl contest will be at 1:30 on Sunday at BU, Boston University. Again, next Sunday at 1:30, Boston
There he is, Raj.
University.
Head coach Eric Wolfinger, 10-0-0 for the first time in the history of Westwood High School.
Wolverines undefeated, untied, Tri-Valley League champions. I mean Sunday. Once again, I'd like to clarify, next week's Super Bowl game will be on Sunday at 1:30, Boston University. That is Sunday, not Saturday.
I guess we can do a wrap-up that we could pack. Then we can stay in the flag.
That game on Sunday.
Game on Sunday.
Well, Raj, just to wrap this game up, it's just an outstanding football game for the Westwood
A
Wolverines.
terrific season. I'm sorry you're not going to be with us next week to finish it out in proper style.
10-0-0, Raj. Record-setting season for Greg Warren, record-setting season for the whole team. And good luck to them next week in the Super Bowl. And, please stay tuned. We're going to try and get ourselves an interview with both Greg and Eric if we can.
And if not, I'm
not,
Roger
everyone-
Cummings with Dan McCarthy. We'd like to wish all of you a happy, healthy, and safe Thanksgiving, and we hope you join us at the Super Bowl next Sunday at 1:30 at Boston University.
Have a nice holiday, everyone.
Also like to congratulate the Wolverines for the first ever undefeated, unscored, untied rather, season. First team to finish 10-0 in Westwood history. It's here somewhere.
And my tape.
I get lost in the crowd.
Want your tape?
You have a good Thanksgiving.
Yep, you too.
My tape.